Hey friends, it's Poetic playing Subnautica Below Zero. Second part of my review on the game, the gameplay mechanics. Whereas Subnautica, the first game was good to very good, I would say a 7.5, maybe an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10 for enjoyability. Below Zero is a 5. It's average, it's okay, but it's not good. And I would say if you're interested in the game, wait for it to go on sale. Don't pay full price for it. There's some gameplay mechanics here that I want to hit these just so other players are aware of them if they're going to buy this game or if they're on the fence about this game. Starting with the beginning of the game, there are these. Raised one that released it out here. It's a sea monkey. I don't see him right now. But thieving sea monkeys are, in my opinion, the worst idea in these. Oh, there he is. The Subnautica series. They will take your scanner. They will take your knife. They will take your sea glide. Anything that's in your hands, they will take it from you. And what the game doesn't explain to you is they will go and stash it in their nests. However, at the start of the game, you only have 45 seconds of oxygen, which doesn't give you much time to explore, even looking for the nest, let alone swimming down all the way into them and picking up the items that were stolen from you. Thieving sea monkeys are a horrible idea. The limitation of specific resources to specific biomes. Okay, that is that's a pretty significant issue. So here's one example: table coral, right? So this item is required for making computer chips, advanced wiring, and scan rooms, but it's only available in 2 biomes: twisty bridges and the lily pads. So in order to build these scan rooms here, I had to go to completely different biomes to get those pieces of table coral. If you're making a base on the ice and you want to do a scan room and you don't have table coral, you have to step out, get back in your vehicle and go all the way back to Twisty Bridges or the lily pads to get it. And I just don't understand why there isn't more generosity with resources. Why be so strict? Oh no, you can only get these resources in these places and that's it. I just think it takes away from the enjoyment of the game. There are some double shadow leviathans guarding a very important place in the end game. I think that's too much. I think one would have been sufficient, but when you have 2, especially considering there's no tutorial explaining how to use the perimeter defense system. This guy. And the bottom of the screen in the middle, I tap right and left on my D-pad to activate this. Well, the game doesn't explain that. And then also, I don't want to kill the sea monkey, so I'm going to move away from it. But in order to actually activate it, I have to hold the L2 button. And you can see it's charging up, right? And then I release it. It creates an electrical force field around the vehicle, which makes shadow leviathans and other predators leave me alone. However, as you can see, it also drained a bit of my energy. There's no tutorial explaining that. There are certain tutorials I feel like the game needs. One is this sea truck perimeter defense system. Sea monkey nest is another. The module separation lever. This. So right now you can see I'm attached to all these modules. I flip this lever, wall goes up, and now it's just my sea truck. The game doesn't really explain that, and I really think it should. Yeah, those are things that tutorials I think that the game should have. There isn't a lot of help finding critical locations in the game. The AI will say, oh, I sense something in this area. And unless you have a beacon to drop at that moment, it's really hard to find your way back. Like, how do you know where it is when a lot of the locations look the same? The lack of lead. You need lead for moon pools, all vehicle modules, foundations, nuclear reactors, and nuclear rods. If you saw my previous video called Scan Rooms Are Broken, you will see finding lead is a major problem in this game. It's hard. The lead nodes that were in the original Subnautica have been removed, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. That was a mechanic that worked. I don't understand why lead nodes and lithium nodes don't appear in below zero. It would be more beneficial to gamers to have those. Here's another thing. I'm going to hop out of this so you can see better. But if I try to back my sea truck into this module, I will damage this module. I can destroy this module, which I found out the hard way. In order to attach them the safest way that won't damage the sea truck or the module is to do that. But I learned that by trial and error. There's no in-game assistance explaining this is the safest way to reconnect your modules, and you can see there's no damage to them. I just found a lot of the gameplay mechanics to be inferior and just contradictory. These modules here, they're cumbersome. They don't offer that much storage space, and I just don't like it as much as the Cyclops. It feels like a Hyundai towing the fifth wheel through the ocean, and there's nothing, even with this horsepower upgrade on the bottom of the screen, there's nothing else the players can do to rectify that imbalance. The original story was streamlined, made sense. This story's contradicts itself. It chops off the third act, and the characters just suddenly ignore their own motivations to do things that don't make sense. For mechanics, it's difficult sometimes to pick up items that are right in front of you. It's still kind of tough to pick up fish, and it's even harder to slash fish with your knife and cook them. The pickup radius is still small. I would love for it to be bigger, and one of the biggest things, give us multiple save slots. I've had this game crash many times while trying to save, and every time I was sweating bullets, especially after I was over 100 hours into the game, like, please don't corrupt my save, please don't corrupt my save, please don't corrupt my save. And if we had multiple save slots, that wouldn't be an issue. I'm saving onto a backup USB drive just to be safe, but I really don't understand why Unknown Worlds Entertainment isn't making this game so that players can have multiple save slots. I don't know, I'm not a developer, I don't know how hard that would be to do, but I wish that they would. It would make the gameplay more enjoyable. So yeah, those are all reasons why I say it's an average game. It's okay, but I can't wholeheartedly recommend it to other players who enjoy this type of crafting and survival genre. Wait till it goes on sale, and hopefully there is something in this game that you can enjoy. And if you're like, no, thanks for the heads up, there's just too many things wrong with the game at the moment for me to invest money into it, I totally get it. I wish I would have known before I pre-ordered the game how many things were wrong with it, because I would have waited for it to go on sale. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.